Hello, welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. And I've actually had this subject written down for probably over a year on things to do. And well, it's another football one. The being football season, appropriate time. But the question came up with who is the oldest NFL player to retire? And when you think of oldest NFL players, you think of players like Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Well, the oldest one to ever retire was George Blanda. He retired in August of 1976 as the sport's oldest player at the age of 48. Mark that still stands. One of three players to play in four different decades. Other two were John Carney and Jeff Fiegels. I believe those two were kickers. He holds the record for most extra points, 943, and attempted 959. He was not only a place kicker, he was also a quarterback. He started out with the Chicago Bears and was a quarterback with the Houston Oilers of the AFL, and then ended up on the Oakland Raiders. And he was a backup quarterback to Daryle Lamonica, and I think he even backed up Ken Stabler for a while as well. But there was a time when Daryle Lamonica was injured, and at an advanced age for a football player, George Blanda had to come in and play quarterback. So kind of interesting story there. I think even after he retired, he kind of was. I read something where he was like looking to see if any NFL team might need a kicker and want to call him to come, but I don't believe that ever happened. He was born in 1927, died 2010 at age 83 in Alameda, California. He was 6'2", 215 pounds. He was from Youngwood, Pennsylvania. Played college football at Kentucky from 1945 to 1948. Was the 12th round in 1949 NFL draft, the 119th pick. He played both quarterback and kicker at the University of Kentucky. He signed for the Chicago Bears for $600 in 1949. He retired after the 1958 season because of Halas's insistence on only using him as a kicker. But returned in 1960 upon the formation of the American Football League and signed with the Houston Oilers. He was derided by sports media as an NFL reject, but he went on to lead the Oilers to their first league titles in NFL history and was the All-AFL quarterback and won AFL Player of the Year honors in 1961. He went to the Oakland Raiders in 1967. 1970, he was released during the exhibition season, but bounced back to establish his 21st professional season. During that season, at age 43, he had a remarkable 5-game run against the Steelers. He threw 3 touchdowns in relief of an injured Daryle Lamonica. 1 week later, his 48-yard field goal, 3 seconds remaining, salvaged a 17-17 tie with the Kansas City Chiefs. November 8th, he came on off the bench to throw a touchdown pass to tie the Cleveland Browns with 1:34 remaining, then kicked a 53-yard field goal with 3 seconds left for a 23-20 win. Immediately after the winning field goal, the Raiders radio announcer Bill King excitedly declared, "George Blanda has been elected King of the World." Team's next game, he replaced Daryle Lamonica in the fourth quarter and connected with Fred Biletnikoff on a touchdown pass with 2:28 left in the game to defeat the Denver Broncos 24-19. Following week, his 16-yard field goal in closing seconds to defeat the San Diego Chargers 20-17. In the AFC title game against the Baltimore Colts, he again relieved an injured Lamonica, completing 17 of 32 passes for 217 yards and 2 touchdowns, also kicking a 48-yard field goal and 2 extra points, keeping the Raiders in the game until the final quarter. He was intercepted twice age 43, became the oldest quarterback to play in a championship game and was one of the few remaining straight-ahead kickers in the NFL. He played his last game at Pittsburgh's Three Rivers Stadium on January 4th, 1976, age 48, in the AFC Championship game, in which he kicked a 41-yard field goal and made one extra point as the Raiders lost to the Steelers 16-10. He was released during the training camp in August of 1976, succeeded by rookie kicker Fred Steinfurt, but pulled for the team as the Raiders went on to win the AFL title that season, Super Bowl. Steinfurt was injured in mid-season, replaced by 35-year-old veteran Earl Mann. He was released by the Raiders and retired in 1976. If he could have been with the Raiders for one more season, he could have had that Super Bowl win with them. But anyway, that's what I was able to find out on the oldest player. He played all the way from 1949 to 1976. And that was the oldest player to play in the NFL. Record still stands. Tom Brady came close to getting to 48, but didn't quite get there. But anyway, that's what I have on the oldest player to play in the NFL. And like I said, I'm looking for ideas. I'm down to one more subject to do a video on. Then I'm kind of a dry period after that. After I do that one, I'm looking for ideas on shows to do. Like I said, my show is about preserving history, especially obscure aspects of history. If it's feasible, I will research it and I will base a show on it. With that being said, like, subscribe, share, and as always, thanks for watching This, That, and the Other.